Good evening, everyone. I am Nandita, Brandified Take One, again with you on a Thursday evening talking about Expert Speak. So, what do we do in Expert Speak? Expert Speak is a series which we brought to get in people who are experts in their own areas and niches so that we can help you get answers to your questions, which normally you find difficult. Uh, I was asked a question last week with one of my well-wishers asking me why can't I answer those questions being into personal branding. Well, I would explain that with an example. If you've ever gone to an architect or an interior designer, so interior designer is a person who understands your need. What do you need in the house? What are your objectives? What are you going to do there? And understands your requirements and then gives you solutions to what would be an ideal house for you and how your house should look based on convenience, based on a lot of other things. So based on your priorities, the interior designer actually helps you make your dream house. Similarly, as a personal branding coach, I do the same. I understand what do you want, what are your strengths, what are some of the areas you want to work on, where do you want to go? And based on that, I give you strategies. Now, does an interior designer actually do? Yes, they have a very good understanding of carpentry, plumbing, lights, everything. They need to know it all. But are they experts? The answer is no. Why? Because there are experts in that field who will help give the right solutions to their clients. And that is why collaborations happen. As a part of being a personal branding coach, I have collaborated with people who are known in their areas of expertise so that we can bring in out the best for our clients, our well-wishers, and our fans. So I have with me someone who is an expert in grooming. Gayatri Ganesh is a very, very dear friend. And in addition, she is an expert on grooming. And one of the reasons why I have called her is unlike any grooming experts or into makeup and all, she's not one who will tell you, hey, come to my parlor and I will do things. She's one who believes that beauty lies within an individual and how you can groom yourself better to present the best version of who you are, something that is in congruence with what I talk about. And that is why I have with me a very dear friend and a grooming expert, Gayatri Ganesh, here with all of you. Hi, Gayatri.
Hi Nandita, how are you doing?
I'm good, looking gorgeous as always.
Thank you. Right back at you.
Thank you. So it is a mutual admiration club, as most by now. So, Gayatri, why don't you just introduce yourself to people? Uh, a lot of things you do, I know, but in two lines, what is it that you do which best suits, describes you? Yeah.
Okay. You've already given a whole paragraph, so I'm just going to tell you that
Huh.
I'd help you find a finer version of you. I believe that everybody is beautiful in their own way. They just need to realize it. I help them realize that.
Yeah, so that is where I think both of us believe the same thing. And I wanted you to come. Guys, I have a lot of questions, and
Yeah.
most of them are from people from corporate. Most of us are stuck at home, right,
Right.
because of the lockdown, or people when they're even stepping out, they have their own apprehensions about things. So they have a lot of questions on how, they need to do things considering the lockdown is there. The first question I have is, given the current situation where you're mostly at home and you
Hmm.
cannot run to a parlor as frequently as you would do, and this is both for men
Correct.
and women, how do you take care of your skin during these times?
Okay. The most essential and the basic thing in skincare routine is cleansing. I mean, we
Okay.
come from a culture who believes bathing is an everyday activity. So, the basic
Yes.
is started.
Uh,
But apart
uh,
from that, your skin produces a lot of oil and you need to
uh,
cleanse it. We might use face wash and, other stuff, but that's is not the only thing. So there is something called as a cleanser, which
okay.
I would strongly recommend to anybody I've met. Every night before you
Mm,
go to sleep, just wash, rinse your face, cleanse your face, and go to sleep. You are good to go for the rest of your life. It takes off 10 years of your face right
uh,
away. You can see in 3 days you will just touch your face. All these ads that you see, I look gorgeous. You would just start feeling that right away in 3 days. And trust me,
okay.
I've done this exercise with a lot of friends who said, you know what, that's not
Mm,
possible. and they've gone
Huh?
ahead and they've called me back and they've given me testimonials saying, you know what, cleansing works. So it really does
Wow.
work.
Okay.
So the basic thing
Okay.
is cleansing. Cleanse your skin every night, let it breathe, is the most important part in skincare. Everything else comes there. So this is the first and the most important step in skincare.
Okay.
So yes, this is
Okay.
something that you can do at home. You don't need anybody else. You just, it's you, the cleansing milk and the sink. You guys can, just be there and get the glow.
Beautiful. So another question that came in is, can men and women use the same soap? Or there are separate soaps for men and women? So the cosmetic industry talks about it. So what is your recommendation?
See, soap is something, I think it's a very personal, preference. Some people I
Mm-hmm.
know love the fragrance of the, off the shelf, the regular soaps that you
Mm-hmm.
find in the market. They love the
Okay.
scent because it reminds them
Mm-hmm.
of their childhood. But then there are a few people who say that, I want a very custom made soap for me. So the whole science
Yeah.
behind soap is it is a chemical reaction that happens, and the end product is a soap. We all learned soponification in 8th standard. So there is no
Yes.
gender in soponification. It's very general, gender neutral. The thing that varies is, we need to market our products, and yeah, women like certain products certain way, men like their products certain way, and that's about it. There is no different soap for men or for women.
Okay. Uh, Another one again stemming is, can all cosmetics, men and women use same cosmetics in terms of, your cleansers, your, even your facial creams, or even for that matter, mousse and all that. So can men and women use the same, or there are different things that you need to use?
See, again,
Is it
the cosmetic
unisex
industry.
there?
See, most of the products that I see are unisex. The
Huh?
only way to differentiate a product is based on your skin
Hmm?
type. So people have normal
Okay.
skin, people have oily skin, people have sensitive skin, people have
Hmm?
combination skin. So some people have a oily T zone, the rest of the face is all dry. So the kind of product
Hmm.
you need to choose is based
Okay.
on your skin type and not on your gender. So there might be a lot of products that is, targeted towards women
Okay.
because women care more about appearance. I mean, I'm not generalizing, but 90% of the women care about their appearance as compared to men. So it's important that you realize what is your skin type. To understand that, all you have to do is take a tissue paper, put it
Okay.
on your face. So if this part is that gets stuck to your face, that's the oily T zone you have. Now, if you don't have dry skin, I think you're
Okay.
fairly good to go. People who have acne have to be very very careful because there are different types of acne. So you need to figure out what works
Mhm.
very well for your skin. But as long as cleansers are concerned, I think it's all unisex. You can use any good. The reason why I'm saying this word tested is because your skin is the most important, the largest organ in your body. So don't go by,
Exactly.
my friend makes it, my auntie makes it. No, please read the label first. I mean, is it tested? Is it dermatologically tested? Is it approved by the FDA, or does it have a certification? Because these days I see a lot of people who make their products, they have not tested it, and it is very
Mm.
dangerous. And a
Okay.
lot of people who don't know
Okay. Yeah.
about it is the licensing in
Mm.
this, the whole handmade scenario which has come in. You need to have a license because it is all chemicals. And when I say chemicals, it's not a bad word. It's chemicals. Even your body is a chemical factory. So a lot
Okay.
of chemicals that goes into creating a product. And if you don't know what you're giving the other person, I think it's very dangerous. So always read the label, see what it says, what are the things that goes into making that product. Is it tested, is it approved by a regulating authority? Then buy it. So the most important thing again is, for there is no gender in a product. It should suit your skin. And the reason why we differentiate in this industry between men and women is, men shave their faces, I mean shave their beard off, or every alternate day. It's
Yeah.
very rare these days, but you know uh, the exfoliation happens when you shave. So
Awesome.
your facial
Yeah.
skin for men is slightly bit more rugged than women because it has gone through the whole process of shaving from the time they turned 15, 16 or 18, or whenever that happened. So it
Okay.
is it's very different for men and for women. Men
Okay.
in general are not taught to care for their skin till
Yeah.
probably they had a girlfriend who was very particular that you do this. So yeah, it's very important that you realize what your skin type is and then go ahead, read the label, and then buy a product. Do not blindly buy anything because somebody is suggesting. Just because Gayatri is saying Nandita should not buy anything. When I understand, with all due respect, you love me, but still read the label and then invest in a product and don't see the price tag. A good product will cost you a lot, but then it will not cost your skin. So that's very
Very
important.
nice. Very nice. Gayatri, I personally believe that good looks is in your genes and looking good is in your hands. And that's what I've been talking
Absolutely.
about. And I think you also believe that. So, how can you look good without, a lot of people are here saying, I'm not fair. My parents had this kind of a skin that. How can you still look good with whatever hair you have, whatever skin you have? So, can you give us some tips there?
Okay. See, beauty is not your skin color, not your weight, not
Yeah,
how you look, but most importantly, beauty is how confident you feel being yourself. And I think,
true.
we have been in a culture where fair skin has been always put
Yes.
on a pedestal and said, "Oh, you're fair, ladki gori hai, no
Sundar
problem,
hai.
sundar hai, and ladki thodi si savli hai, to problem hai." And that's
Yeah.
very very it's changing now. People have
Yeah,
changed
it
now.
should.
They've realized that beauty is much more than just the fair skin. And I personally
Mhm.
believe beauty begins inside. And by inside, I
Okay.
don't mean your heart, I mean your stomach. What you
Okay.
eat is what is
Mhm.
most important. You have to feed yourself the right kind of food for the result to show, because anything goes wrong in your body, the first thing that gets affected is your skin. So you don't get a good
Yeah.
night's sleep, you have dark circles. If you don't eat properly, your skin becomes slightly dry. If you don't drink enough water, your skin doesn't glow at all. So you
True.
cannot say that मैं आम का पेड़ लगाऊंगा, मुझे एप्पल चाहिए, तो नहीं आएंगे यार. I mean, you have to eat the right kind of food. You have to feed yourself.
Yeah.
You have to hydrate yourself. It all begins there. So my
Okay.
sincere advice to people who want a good skin, and who
Mhm.
people who want to be good looking, most important thing is correct your diet. We live in a world where we don't have time for ourselves, and we
Mhm.
don't focus on our food.
Yeah.
Being me being a mother, I know even you can relate to it. We would do everything for the children, but then jo bacha kucha hai wo main kha lungi, that is enough for me.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't do that. Feed yourself the right things. Do everything in moderation. I mean, I will not say don't eat this, don't eat that. If your heart has a craving to eat junk food, just eat it for one day and let go of it. I think your stomach can handle it. So most important
Okay.
thing, eat it,
Mhm.
eat right, sleep right, drink enough water, get good exercise. Exercise helps in
Okay.
a very very good way. It helps you flush out all the toxins. The moment you
Yeah.
start exercising, you will feel good thanks to all the hormones that are released. To your body will remove all the toxins. You don't have to go on a detox diet. You work out for 45 minutes a day, you will feel better. Your skin starts to look good, it starts to glow,
Yeah.
and you lose weight in the process. That's an additional advantage.
Additional advantage. Okay. So, I wanted to also ask you, a lot of emphasis is being given to organic stuff, right? Which was always there. So I remember my dadima ka tarika for everything, right? I still go back to the old way, but a lot of cosmetic industry talks about a lot of ingredients which
Right.
are again, going back to the basics. So what is your recommendation on some of the so-called home remedies, or would you recommend that today, or should we just go in to buy a packet and just open it and start using it?
See, a lot of things in the cosmetic industry are very basic.
Mhm.
I very strongly believe in cooking at home and eating. And I believe the
Okay.
exactly same for the skincare as well. If there
Beautiful.
is
Okay.
something that you can do naturally, if you have, say,
Mhm.
most of us have gotten into the sustainable living habit. We grow our
Mhm.
food, we started to grow a little bit of everything. And if you have a garden and you have a papaya and you eat that
Mhm.
papaya, don't waste the skin. Blend it and use it on your
Okay.
face. I mean, what more can you ask for? You know where it is coming from. You know what you are using for your skin. You're feeding yourself a papaya and using the peel to actually hydrate your skin. Nothing beats that. So most of beauty is, the beauty related products are very common sense products where
Okay.
we have been taught in school a lot of things, but we have not been taught to apply it. And we
Yeah.
learn a lot about how soap has to be made, or how this product reacts with that product and this happens. And we know that so and so fruits has vitamin C. We know what has vitamin A, B, C, D. We go through the entire list, but when we become adults, I think we kind of forget it, and we end up going
It was
and buying
class
all
seven biology class actually.
over. Your biology class pass हो गए, काम खत्म, चलो अभी, we'll do something else. And
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is go back there to probably 10th
Okay.
standard or 11th standard, brush up those things that we learned, the vitamins
Okay.
that are vital for our skin, A, B, vitamin C, vitamin D, all of it is very important for skin. So what do you find them in your kitchen? Your kitchen is full of, I mean, I love Indian kitchen because it is full of so
Yeah.
many things that you can use for your face, for your hair, so I very
Hmm.
strongly believe, if you know what you're doing, if you know that how you have to handle your skin, what is a vitamin in a certain fruit or a vegetable, and if you can use it on your skin or not, I say go for it. And I mean,
Okay.
what harm can it bring? It's all natural. So I'm a big
True.
advocate for do it at home, do it yourself face packs. I have handed out recipes to people. I've asked them, always use kadala maav, besan lagao, face pe dahi mein mix karo, lagao. That's a natural bleach. You don't have to go
True.
to a salon to get a bleach done. If you go to a salon and get a bleach done, that's ammonia right there. But then if you're
Yeah.
using your besan and dahi and honey, and that's vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, all of it, and lactic acid, it all helps you glow naturally without actually drying out your skin. So yes, a big
So
yes to
basically,
doing it at home.
a big yes to kitchen recipes, right?
Yes,
But at the end of the day, they take longer because they are not chemically induced. So it's better for the skin, but yeah, you have to be more consistent. Am I right?
correct. Absolutely right. You have to be anything for that matter. You have to be consistent. So you cannot say that, oh, I want to become a gold medalist. I'll study overnight and become a gold medalist. You have to work throughout the year. You have to go through the
Okay.
entire cycle and then do it. It takes time, but it really works.
Okay. Gayatri, I'm getting a lot of questions about very specific issues in terms of skincare, hair care. I'm going to go that to those a little later, or maybe we can answer those questions where on Facebook.
Okay.
But my pertinent questions right now are more in generic because we do get you back, I think, another 5 weeks from now, because you are a part of our panel now. So we please do write in your questions. If you don't ask them today, we would be asking them to Gayatri. If not today, in the next session, she'll be coming with those answers, or we will answer your questions on the Facebook page itself. So please keep shooting your questions. But my question right now is with most people in front of these lights, okay, because most of us are doing Zoom calls, or even now everything has become virtual.
Correct.
A lot of people are attending a lot of virtual sessions, right? It is affecting the light is affecting their faces in a lot of ways. So any remedies or any quick fixes there for people, not in terms of while they're on screen, but in terms of habits that they can follow to look better on screen and also take care of their skin that way, because it's a lot of exposure to light right now.
Okay. The most important thing is put your phone down at least half an hour before you go to bed. Because what we do is we're like, okay, end of the day, I'm done. Let me just check my emails. And it just keeps dragging and dragging and dragging. It's never over. You go to bed at 9:30, and by the time you realize it's already 12 o'clock. So you've lost solid 2 hours of sleep there. So before you go to bed, don't take your phone. Go sit down on your sofa, answer all your emails, WhatsApp messages, Facebook, add stories, so on. Put your phone on charge, go back to your bed and sleep. And preferably wear an eye patch on your eyes before you go to sleep. It helps you sleep better, because when you have a little bit of light hitting on your face when you're sleeping, your sleep does get disturbed. So I
Okay.
very strongly recommend it. It also helps you reduce the dark circles around your eyes. So
Okay.
a good night's sleep, minimum of 7.5 hours, 8 hours if possible. If you can afford to sleep for 8 hours, nothing like it. I mean, go ahead and sleep. The good night's
Okay.
sleep is what will help you heal, because that's when your body heals from all that you do throughout the day. Your mind rests, your body rests, you regenerate. You help your body shed the dead skin and produce more collagen. So many things. So you definitely need to sleep for 6.5 to 7 hours. 8 hours, you're done, dude. You look gorgeous if you sleep for 8 hours.
Okay, so that's what you do in spite of the kids?
I just go to sleep. I am dead to the world. By 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm dead to the world. I'll just go and doze off. I don't care what happens.
Okay. So, any makeup tips to the women in particular on when they are in front of a camera? What are some of the 2 or 3 things that they must do in terms of makeup?
Okay.
Because I see a lot of people, either they go all blank because it's yet another call, or they are decked up. They have too
Too
much
much of
makeup,
it.
and they are over the top, and it just doesn't go right. Right. So, what is the ideal makeup for women to have when you're on an official online call these days?
Okay. So the most important thing in makeup is good skin. No amount
Okay.
of makeup can cover up for patchy skin, for depigmentation. But yes, you can do it. But there are quick fixes for everything. What
Yeah.
what
Hmm.
I prefer is I use a very light BB cream.
Hmm.
But before that, moisturize your skin, because any of these products that you put on your skin, they tend to dry it out, because they are covering up a
Okay.
lot of they're closing your pores. So before you put on
Mm-hmm.
any of these products, just wear a very lightweight moisturizer on your face, let it sit for 5
Okay.
minutes, and then go wear your BB cream. I think BB cream is very popular among our women folk. Even a lot of men use it. Even men can use it. Helps you color
Okay. Okay.
color
Nice.
correct your face. It's
Okay.
it's very simple. You don't have to understand makeup to do that. Color correction is basically, if you have uneven skin tone, it helps you give you that flat image.
That's
And
yeah.
when you say women go blank, I completely understand, because see, what generally people do is they just wear a day cream, and then
Hmm.
they feel good. When you wear a day cream, you feel all moisturized, and you think that you don't need makeup. But when you
Hmm.
sit in front of a camera and there is a light in front of you, it hits your
Yeah.
face. It makes your face appear flat. When there is no
Yeah.
contour, they can't see you. They can't tell difference between your nose and your face and your eyes. And that's exactly why we need to, use
Hmm.
a little bit of definition on our face. Some
Okay.
light lipstick, or if you have naturally pink lips, use a nice lip balm or a lip liner. It doesn't hurt. Wear
Oh,
nice kajal, accentuate your eyes, and comb your hair, use a serum, frame your face in a way, if you are on the heavier side, you can leave your, like me, you can leave your hair in the front. If not,
okay.
then tie your hair, and you can show off your cheekbones. Whatever works for you,
Okay.
that's something that you can definitely do. So a little bit of color on your face will always
Mm-hmm.
help you look fresh. So
What
even
about
for
men, Gayatri?
even for men,
Men?
men,
Ah.
absolutely. I know so many men who use a tinted lip balm, because most of my friends are, they do smoke. So what happens is your lips get
Okay.
chapped, and when
Yeah.
you don't use a lip balm, it tends to look darker, because the dead skin have not been shed. So if you smoke, I strongly recommend you carry a lip balm or a chapstick in your pocket every time you smoke. After you smoke, just use a little bit of chapstick on your lips. One, it will help you keep that color intact. Two, it will give you a nice, feeling. You'll
Okay.
not feel. It will not be necessary that you keep wetting your lips doing this all the time. Which
Okay.
also looks bad on screen. So use a good chapstick. There are so many amazing brands to choose from. Some are even very tasty. So I say go for it.
Beautiful. I like that. So men can also look good after a smoke or look,
Absolutely.
yeah, add color to their lives. Okay, that was a
Absolutely.
nice one, Gayatri. Gayatri, with these days, most of us staying at home or it's cloudy, do we still need a sunscreen? Is a very common question that I've got. I've got it from some 5 to 6 people right now.
Okay. Sunscreen, yes, I see. Even though you are at home, you do wash your clothes, you do go outside to dry them,
Yeah.
and as we age, the sunscreen is not because you're sitting in sun all the time, and it is hitting you and you're burning your skin. So sunscreen
Mm-hmm.
is, it is a moisturizer too. It protects you from any sort of damage. It helps you repair it. So some sunscreens also have zinc. So if you
Hmm.
go back and read the label on your sunscreen, it will have zinc oxide. So zinc
Okay.
is the most important ingredient in any balm that you use, iodine balm, or, for example, borolin is very popular among all of us. The borolin has zinc oxide. It helps
Okay.
you heal a wound. You
Okay.
might not know what is happening on the surface of your skin when the sun hits you. So when the sun hits you, the vitamin D is produced, yes, but the melanin is also produced, which can induce patchy skin, which can induce eczema, which can induce a lot of other conditions, which we are not aware of because we are growing older and we don't know how our bodies are changing. So it is always better to wear a sunscreen, keep your skin hydrated, protected, rather than suffering. Now, I know even I don't go out in sun much, but I do prefer wearing a sunscreen right after my bath, 10, 15 minutes after my bath. I wear a sunscreen on top of my hand. So if I go out, I'm well protected and well
Beautiful.
hydrated
Okay,
also.
I have a question. Okay, and hydrated also. I have a question from a couple of people upon hair care, and one of them is, what is a good hair care routine for teenagers? I think they don't like oiling their hair anymore. They don't have their mom sitting on them and actually, ensuring that they have a good head massage. But
Yes.
what is a hair care routine that you would recommend for teenagers, considering they have erratic lives, they are into a lot of junk food and a lot of other things, in terms of their lifestyles are very different from what we had 20 years back. So, what would you
Right.
recommend for
See, being a teenager is very difficult. I think you and I, both of us will agree to that. The
them? Yeah.
hair, the body changes, your hormone imbalances, you realize, mentally, physically, emotionally, it's changing. But the best thing to do as a teenager is to oil your hair. Ask your mama to
Okay.
sit down, tail garam karo, sar pe massage karo. Weekly, at least weekly once, if you do it, I think you're sorted. Apart from that, using a good shampoo and a conditioner definitely helps because these teenagers, they go
Okay.
out. I know your kids are into sports, so they sweat a lot, the scalps get dirty. So use any
Yeah.
mild shampoo that you can use every day. Don't go for very heavy sulfate based shampoos. Use something very
Okay.
mild every day. You get everyday shampoos which are very, very mild. So use them, and
Okay.
every time you shampoo your hair, you have to condition it from, this length onwards. You have to condition it. The reason being,
Okay.
from here to here, about 1 inch, your scalp produces oil either way. So that will
Okay.
reach about 1 inch. The rest of it becomes very dry and difficult to
Hmm.
manage. And so for that, use a good conditioner. If conditioning is very difficult, time nahi hai, then use a good serum, a lightweight serum. You have so many different oils as well, which are lightweight. So we have traditionally grown up using coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil. So
Hmm.
now, thanks to globalization, we have argan oils, we have lightweight tamanu oils, and so many oils that are available in market, which are super rich in nutrients and very, very lightweight. It doesn't stick to your scalp. And
Okay.
it's amazing, the results, because you don't it doesn't look like you've oiled your hair. You have that shine intact. In fact, I am wearing an argan oil. I can't go without oil. I have a headache. So argan oil works wonders. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely invest in it. It's super. It's very versatile as well. So oiling is the best for teenagers, especially. And one more thing that I'd like to say is, don't air dry your hair. Now, always when you wash your hair, we have been told that, oh, dryer use mat karo, baal toot jayenge,
That's
baal.
exactly I do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
don't do that, because when your hair is wet, it is
Huh.
very, very fragile, and it
Okay.
can break very easily. And imagine letting it dry for hours together, and you tie your hair, you put it into a bun, it is still not dry, and inside it will still be dry, and then you will sweat, it will smell. So it's a completely different ball game. So as soon as you wash your hair, it is damp, you towel dry it, use your hair dryer in a cold setting and dry it. Get done with it, and then tie
Okay.
or make a bun or whatever, but don't let it loose, let it air dry. It is more dangerous than actually drying it with heat. You tend to break your hair much more.
Okay. That was very interesting. Uh, I have a couple of questions regarding menopause and when women reach 40, and what do men need to do once they start aging to look young and feel young in terms of skin and hair care. but we are running out of time. So Gayatri, I would like to thank you right now for coming in. We would be answering all the questions that are asked on Facebook, and I would also be calling in Gayatri another 5 weeks from now. And you can also keep asking your questions. We've created a template for people to please ask your questions. So then the next episode, we ask your questions first. So do ask your questions on the page. I'll be happy to answer. I have Gayatri to answer them for you. Thank you so much, Gayatri, for coming in. It was a pleasure having you here. And to more such sessions between both of us.
Thank you, Nandita. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being on the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.